Hi there, Bruce Penson from ProDrive here, and welcome to the latest in our series of Copilot how-to videos. So today we're going to cover something called the Researcher Agent. So the Researcher Agent is one of a number of specialized agents that Microsoft pre-package into Microsoft Copilot. You do need the Microsoft 365 Copilot license to access this. It's about £300 a year per person. Where the researcher agent is absolutely brilliant is in using it to plan your week or plan events, that kind of thing. So you might have used the deep research in ChatGPT before. Researcher agent is based on that kind of model. But the big difference here is that researcher agent, like anything else in Microsoft 365 Copilot, is able to interact live with data in your Microsoft 365. So that means emails, Teams messages, and any documents in SharePoint, OneDrive, that kind of thing. So we're going to go for a little walkthrough of how Researcher Agent works, so you can get some idea of how you might be able to use it in your business. So what you should see here is the Microsoft Copilot app. You can get this through clicking on the Microsoft Copilot symbol in your start menu or on your taskbar if you have it pinned. But you can also access it through the web by going to Microsoft 365. So what you can see here is the Microsoft Copilot app. You can access this via your start menu, might be pinned to your taskbar. Um, if you can't see the app, you can also access this through a web browser. And to do that, you need to go to m365.cloud.microsoft/chat. And it should look exactly the same as you see on the screen here. So if you've got the researcher agent, if you've got access to it, you'll be able to find it by going down to all agents. You should be able to search for it here and you can see researcher there. But also you'll probably find that it's pinned to the left-hand side here under agents as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use the researcher agent to prepare for an event. So I'm going to actually do this live. So it's an event I'm traveling to very shortly. And I'm going to ask researcher to help me prepare for the event and give me a agenda and itinerary, travel details, that kind of thing. So I've actually pre-written a prompt for this, save a bit of time, but I'll paste it in now. But I'm just going to take you through what I've put in here. So to start with, I've given it some background. So I've actually entered the prompt now, but it will take a while to go through. So hopefully we'll get the results by the time I've gone through this. So you can see here, I've asked it to help me prepare for the event in Amsterdam I'm attending next week. This event's called Pack Say. I've asked for specific pointers to content in the event about how I can adapt my business sort of providing services around AI. So it's an event that's actually got a lot about AI and Copilot in it. I've asked for a suggested agenda, any information I should be aware of for each session. And what I've asked for here is all the travel details, including the best way to travel to and from our office in Woking. I've let it know that there's details in my email for event registration, flights, all that kind of stuff. It's not really necessary. It should find it, but we might as well be helpful just to get the best from this prompt. And I've also asked for some suitable venues for dinner whilst I'm there. So you can see researchers come back straight away and ask me some additional questions. So it wants me to, so what I'm going to do is answer each of these questions individually in there. So would you like me to include sessions you haven't registered for yet? So yes. Should I include any client-specific configurations, verticals you're targeting, types of AI services you're planning to offer? So I don't think we want that. And do you want me to include weather, transport, or cultural tips? No. So let's answer those questions. So now researchers going to set to work on this. It can typically take about 4 to 5 minutes to come back if it's there's a lot of material it's got to go through. And so what I'm going to do is just cut out that section in this video just for to make it easier for you guys to watch. Okay, so we've now got a response from Researcher Agent. So what you can see here is, firstly, it's given me a executive summary of what it's put together. And then we have itinerary here. So it's overview of everything. So it's gone straight from sort of departure time to from Woking as I asked it to. It's found details of the flight that I've booked from Heathrow. So there we go, traveling from Heathrow Terminal 4. Um, Worked out arrival time in Amsterdam, transfer to the hotel. It's worked out the hotel I'm staying in and worked out the starting time or the registration time from the event, location of the event in there as well. It's noted that I need to bring some photo ID along. It's got about the sort of some details on the pre-day here. Um, Suggested some dinner recommendations below. So you can see here we've got a full sort of 2-day agenda, including all my flights back and everything else. It's noted where the conference sessions are in relation to my hotel, and that there's an app as well that's available. And then we've got some highlights down here, and I think you get the idea. Lots and lots of detail on this. So, and then finally, we've got travel and logistic details down the bottom here. So really everything I need to get ready for this event. In fact, look, there we go. It's even giving me some prep for the event as well. So you can see the sources for this if I just click on there. So it's got, various websites, some notes in a Word document, some recordings of meetings, and various public websites with other information that's put on there. So lots and lots of details gone into this. So really, hopefully you can see the power of this researcher agent here. One other way that I tend to use this is just sort of Friday afternoon before I'm wrapping up for the day. Just want to make sure I've got everything ready for next week. So I ask researcher agent to review all the appointments in my calendar, tell me what I need to do to prepare for meetings next week, what I need to do in terms of travel arrangements, if there's anything that I need to book, and any of that kind of stuff. And again, it will go through in this kind of level of detail that you've seen. It will go through all the events in my calendar and it will tell me what I need to do for each event, and it will pull out any information from anywhere within my Office 365, anything I have access to in Office 365 to enable it to do that. So with that, that concludes our look at the research agent. I hope that's been useful for you. If you do need help using Microsoft 365 Copilot, any of these sort of pre-built agents or any custom Microsoft Copilot developments or custom agents to automate things in your business, that's something that ProDrive can help with. Do get in touch with us. Thank you.